So I'm going to do this one. I don't know exactly how you say it, Ease Wholesale or
Love
Easy
it.
Wholesale.
I
So
love that you're
this
bringing that up. Yeah.
really interesting company. So basically, the premise is it's a marketplace for buying and selling used smartphones. And I'll tell you some of their stats. I haven't sort of verified how real these are, but they say that used smartphone sales are $46 billion a year annual market. They say that 230 million smartphones are sold per year. You can do the
Wow.
math, see if that checks out. They have so what they did is they made a marketplace where you could, if you have phones and you're a wholesaler, you can basically say, hey, I'm either I'm looking to buy or looking to sell, and they made it like a stock market. You basically put a bid up. You say, I'd like to buy this iPhone, and if somebody has it, they can fill your order, and they can basically like they can close your transaction out, your ticket out. Or you can say, I'm selling 100 of these specific Android phones, and somebody can say, I'll buy 10 of those. And so they made it easy. They said that most of this used to happen through Facebook groups, WhatsApp, sort of the underground, just using social tools, but there
Yeah.
wasn't a marketplace and that was focused on this. And so they have 400,000 in GMV so far. Now GMV, you can assume maybe they're making, in the tens of thousands of dollars themselves then
So
maybe
GMV, gross merchandise
volume.
volume. Okay.
So basically, how much is total sold through their market? So if a cell phone
Yeah.
sells for $1,000, that's $1,000 of GMV. Their cut might be 5%, 10% of that. But this is because if the used smartphone marketplace is this big, and they have some stats about how fast it's growing. They say that used smartphone sales is growing faster than new smartphone sales per year, because Apple is trying to like make the old model irrelevant so quickly. And sure, some people do upgrade, but there's all these other phones still out there that are still very good phones.
I
And so,
I can afford new phones. Up until my most recent phone, all of them have been used.
and the best part about these guys is I believe that they were bootstrapped. I'm not 100% sure, but they've gotten to this point. They they themselves were former buyers and traders of cell phones, and they had sold prior to this just as brokers $8 million worth of cell phones, and then decided to create a sort of technology marketplace out of this. So if you think about it, market, love it. Um, Style of business, marketplace, love it. So I love that they're going for used smartphones. I love that they're doing a marketplace. I love that they came from a background where they actually did this manually before and were sort of prolific brokers. A plus plus. Love this company here on the YC list.
Okay, I like it. But let me play devil's advocate here, which
Yep.
is okay. So I looked up a few. Okay, so first of all, I think that this is a lot harder than people think. The reason why I think it's a lot harder is I think it's incredibly competitive with a lot of people who are already very established. So I think getting distribution and getting eyeballs on their product is going to be prohibitively expensive, maybe.
Right.
I also think that, so there's a company called Swappa. Do you know Swappa?
No, but I see your note here.
Okay, here's why this is interesting. I've actually used it before, but I didn't. But what's interesting is I posted, or I have a thread that I found of the guy who's so Swappa is the same thing but slightly different. I don't know how it's slightly different, but it's the same. You buy used cell phones. What's interesting is that in 2011, the guy who started SwapUp posted on Hacker News, and he said, "Hey, I'm launching this thing on the side. Here's what it does." And so you can actually go and like see how he started it. And it's I don't know how big it is right now, but it comes up number one when you Google buy used cell phones. So I would imagine it does. I bet you it does $50 million in sales at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm comparing it to the person that's number two, which is Gazelle, which is a big company. But anyway, Swappa bootstrapped. And so if I was these ease guys, or how do you say it? Easy?
Yeah.
If I was these ease guys, easy or what did you say?
Let's go with easy.
If I was easy, I would be greedy and want to raise very little money, like less than $1 million, and just see how I can just make this really profitable. But
yeah, they say launched 3 months ago, 400K GMV monthly, 8% margin, profitable, and growing at 20% month over month. Of course, easy to be profitable when you have two people and you're not taking salaries, but nonetheless, I think this could be a profitable business because of the the sort of take rate.